Some weeks you have some big name companies coming out, and then others, well, you don't. This is one of those weeks without a big name on the list, but the big names don't always have the best performance. Sometimes you have to dig to find that diamond in the rough. Is there one of those diamonds this week? I don't know, but if you don't want to risk missing out on one, you better stay tuned. Welcome to the latest episode of IPO This Week for the week of January 18th, where today we'll talk about all the companies going public for the week. I want to start off by thanking everyone in the community that helps make this channel what it is. I really appreciate you watching the videos, pushing that like button, and adding a lot of great thoughts and information to the discussion through your comments. I was glad that many of you were able to jump on the completely unplanned live stream I had on Friday, and I really enjoyed answering a lot of your questions. Sometimes I plan live streams, and other times I just make a spur-of-the-moment decision to have one, so it definitely helps to have your notification bell turned on. And another thing is that I'm now posting on Instagram, so definitely add me on there as another way to keep track when I decide to go live on a whim the next time. Now when you can't make them live, I do put up the replay so you can still check in to see what everyone in the community is talking about. So if you missed last Friday's and you want to check it out, you still can. Now after last week's bonanza of big name companies that went public, this week lets us catch our breath a little bit. Right now, at the time of me putting this together, we only have 4 companies to talk about, so this will be a shorter episode. Hopefully short and sweet, right? And then after I give you an introduction of these upcoming IPOs, I'll talk about 6 companies with expirations of locked up shares for those of you interested in hearing about them. But first, let's kick it off with the lone U.S. company on the list, Dream Finders Homes, ticker DFH, who plans to raise $130 million at a $1.2 billion market cap. The company designs, builds, and sells homes in high-growth markets, including Jacksonville, Orlando, Denver, the Washington, D.C. metro area, and Austin, Texas, and also recently entered Charlotte and Raleigh by the way of an acquisition. They focused on building single-family entry-level and then first and second-time move-up homes. To give you an idea of what their houses go for, the average price for each house sold in the first 9 months of last year was just under $366,000. Dreamfinders also offers title insurance and mortgage banking solutions, as well as looks to continue to grow into new markets using a strategy of acquiring other housing companies. The company is reporting increased revenues from $490.9 million for the 9 months ended September 30th, 2019, up to $672.7 million for the 9 months ended September 30th, 2020. And when considering their acquisition of H&H Homes, which brought them into North Carolina in October, that number would grow to $843.6 million in the same 9-month period. And even considering the impact of the pandemic, the number of houses sold in that time frame was about 50% higher than in the first 9 months of 2019, and the cancellation rate was actually lower for 2020. Right now, the Dreamfinders IPO is set to happen on Wednesday, with pricing expected to come within a range of $12 to $15. DFH stock would then begin trading on Thursday the 21st. Next up, we move over to Germany for MYT Netherlands, who plans to raise $266 million at a $1.5 billion market cap. The company might be more familiar under the name Mytheresa, which is a leading luxury e-commerce platform for the global luxury fashion consumer, offering clothing, shoes, and accessories from multiple luxury brands. The company launched online in 2006 and as of 2020 reached customers in 133 countries with over 1 million orders. Mytheresa has approximately 522,000 active users as of September, which was a growth of 24% from September of 2019. Revenue has grown consistently over the past 3 years, and the company is operating at a profit. MYT Netherlands IPO is set for Wednesday, with pricing expected to come within a range of $16 to $18. The stock would then begin trading under the ticker MYTE on Thursday. Moving on in the world, we head to China, where we have RLX Technology, who plans to raise $1 billion at a $14 billion market cap. RLX Technology sells e-cigarettes and related accessories through over 100,000 retail outlets throughout China. RLX ranks number 1 for e-cigarette brand awareness in the country, and the company is also the number 1 branded e-vapor company in China, with RLX capturing 62.6% of the market share of closed system e-vapor products in terms of retail sales value in the 9 months ended September 30th. According to a market research report cited by the company, the e-vapor market in China amounted to $1.5 billion in 2019 by retail sales value and is expected to reach $11.3 billion in 2023, representing a compound annual growth rate of 65.9%. The company is also reporting profitability with net income of $7 million for the year ended December 31st, 2019, which has grown to $16 million for the 9 months ended September 30th, 2020. The RLX Technology IPO is currently set for Thursday, with pricing expected to come within a range of $8 to $10. RLX Technology stock would then begin trading under the ticker, what else, RLX, on Friday. And last but not least, we get back to the Western Hemisphere for Patria Investments, an established Brazilian private equity firm that has been in existence for over 30 years. With an investment portfolio of over 55 companies and having raised over $8.7 billion since 2015, Patria Investments is one of the leading private equity firms in Brazil. As of September 30th, 2020, they had assets under management of $12.7 billion in 16 active funds. Looking back over the past 10 years, their assets under management key metric had a compounded annual growth rate of 20% per year. Patria plans to raise $400 million at a $2 billion market cap, with the majority of the proceeds going to fund capital commitments to existing and new funds, as well as to fund the expansion of their operations through acquisitions of asset managers, portfolios, and distribution channels. Something you might find attractive is that Patria plans to pay a dividend to shareholders, representing approximately 85% of its distributable earnings. The IPO is expected on Thursday, with pricing anticipated to come within a range of $14 to $16. Patria stock would then begin trading on Friday under the ticker PAX. So there's your list of IPOs for this week as of right now. Are any of these companies ones you might be interested in? Let us know in the comments. Today I just gave you overviews on these IPOs, but when there is a lot of interest in a company, I'll often make more dedicated videos on them, so don't be shy in sharing your picks. Alright, so let's move on to lockup expirations, something we consider and talk a lot about on the channel. For this week we have JAMP on Monday, and then on Tuesday we have Montrose Environmental Group, and then on Wednesday we have 4 companies: Annexon, Inozyme Pharma, IPO Therapeutics, and Nurix Therapeutics. Okay, not a lot of big names coming out this week, but you never know which one could turn out to be the hidden gem, so definitely hope you keep checking in every week. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that like button, share with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, here's your formal invitation. We'd love to have you become a part of our community. It's totally free. And with that, I wish you another good week of trading. Thank you for watching, and until next time, have a great day.